Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in today. A few months ago now, we started breaking down the home buying process. To this day, the thing we hear most is that potential clients, especially first-time home buyers, often feel confused, overwhelmed, and frankly uneducated when it comes to the home buying process. We want to change that. We've created this specific series on the home buying process to try and provide a little more information on what goes into each step, what to expect, how to be prepared, and who to have in your corner to really help you. Well, the good news is we've reached the last step of the process, closing and funding. Before we dive into it, make sure you scroll down, hit the like button, and subscribe to our Fairway Mid-Atlantic channel so that you catch a new video every time it drops. So let's talk about the most exciting step of the process. Well, aside from actually moving, that is. I'm talking about closing. At this point, your loan has been fully approved and is cleared to close. Congratulations. That means the mortgage company has received all documentation needed, completed a final verification of employment, conducted a credit refresh just to make sure nothing has changed, and is fully committed to giving you a mortgage. Additionally, you should have received final closing cost figures from your loan officer and are prepared with exactly how much money you need to bring to the closing table. Tip: you cannot bring a personal check for your closing costs. You either need to do a wire transfer with verified wire information or bring a bank check with you. Okay, so now closing day is here. What do? The biggest part of closing, other than paying for your closing costs, is signing a lot of paperwork. The person conducting your closing will go over all of it with you and answer any final questions you may have. But do not worry, closing isn't the first time you will see the financial part of this paperwork. You will have gone through all of this with your loan officer, so there are absolutely no surprises. At closing, you sign things like your deed, making the property yours. It's really exciting. Now, you may be asking, does all of this have to be done in person these days? Well, yes and no. Depending on your state, there are portions of, if not all of the process, that can be done remotely. If this is something that's interesting to you, please ask your loan officer what the laws are in your state and what your options are so that they can work with what's best for you. After all of the paperwork is signed, you get your keys and the moving process can begin. Even though the mortgage process that involves you is now complete, that actually doesn't mean the process is over. The absolute final stage in the loan process is actually the funding of your loan. In this process, this is when all of your financing is actually done. It's when money truly exchanges hands and you become an official homeowner on paper. You don't need to worry about funding. That happens all behind the scenes. Closing is truly meant to be exciting. This is the moment you get to celebrate your new home or your refinance, and that's amazing. We recognize that we'll never be able to fully remove the stress of buying a home, but we are here to help. Education and support are incredibly important to make this process feel less overwhelming. So if there's any way we can help you or make you feel more comfortable, please let us know. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe below so you stay informed as we continue to bring you information. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we look forward to chatting with you soon.